For today's recipe, we'll be making the Lemon Ginger Blast, a juice recipe by Lou Corona, with the TriBest Greenstar Elite Jumbo Twin Gear Juicer. Here's what you'll need for 1 serving of this powerful detoxifying and cleansing juice. 1 bunch of celery, 1 peeled lemon, 2 apples, 3 inches of fresh ginger, half to 1 habanero pepper, 3 inches of fresh turmeric root, 1 cucumber, 1 bunch of parsley, 1 bunch of cilantro, and 1 handful of fresh mint. Let's start juicing. When juicing a combination of hard, soft, and leafy ingredients, alternate the produce to push all ingredients through the juicing system. The Greenstar Elite's complete mastication system mimics the way that your own teeth break down food. The GSE's Jumbo Twin Gear's pocket recesses slice like our incisors. The cutting points break down the hard fibers of cellulose like our canines. And the gear teeth triturate like our molars. These 3 unique features, plus the new mixing stage that activates various nutrients in your produce, effectively breaks down cell walls to extract every drop of nutrition-packed juice from any leafy greens, veggies, and fruits. After all of the ingredients have been juiced, cut the juice with 1/3 water, and then serve and enjoy. Immunity, detoxifies your body, and cleanses your blood and liver. Today we'll show you how to make the Wheatgrass Delight with TriBest's Greenstar Elite Jumbo Twin Gear Juicer. Here are the ingredients for this cleansing, energizing juice. 4 handfuls of wheatgrass, 4 carrots cut into 2 to 4 pieces, 1 firm apple cut into 6 pieces, and 1 thin slice of ginger. When juicing all of the ingredients for the Wheatgrass Delight, alternate the carrot, wheatgrass, and apple so that the juice will be naturally mixed during extraction and the pulp will be thoroughly expelled from the unit. The teeth of the twin gears are designed with special pocket recesses to process hard root vegetables like carrots easily and efficiently. The special cutting points on each of the twin gears allow the Greenstar Elite to handle stringy vegetables like ginger and fibrous greens like wheatgrass without the fibers getting tangled or clogged in the machine. The bioceramic and magnetic technology found only in the Greenstar line yields juice of exceptional nutritional quality and allays oxidation, allowing your juice to remain fresh for up to 72 hours with minimal nutrient degradation, which has been verified by lab results conducted by biological research. Feel free to double or triple the amount of ingredients in this recipe to make enough juice to refrigerate and drink over the next couple of days. Cheers to your health.
So to put this juice together, I'm going to use the aptly named Greenstar Elite Juicer. It's a really good way, it's a really good system actually to preserve the most nutrients from your juice and get higher yield. This little knob here in the end, you can move inwards or outwards according to whether your fruit and vegetables are kind of rough and tough or whether they're soft, and that helps you extract the most out of what you buy, which is great, of course. This is really easy. Once you've chopped your fruit and veg, that's it. It's an incredibly simple thing to do. It's not complicated at all. I'll just turn that off for a second. I'm going to use about a thumbnail of ginger just to give this juice a little bit more bite. Kids might not like that flavour, but certainly most adults like the kind of kick that it gives. So here we are. The green juice is done. Just think, this is such a good mixture of your B vitamins, vitamin C, potassium, sodium, magnesium, basically all the stuff that you need when it comes to nutrients from this particular food family in one glass. And it tastes absolutely great. Honestly, fantastic. Give it a go. Amanda's green juice.
First thing we're going to do is put it together, which is super easy. The gears go on first, and they go together so that the one single dot goes between the double dot. put it onto the machine, put on the gear housing, and then the screen. You select your screen, and this one, for this recipe, we're using the fine screen, so it will get less pulp. And then casing, snap this closed, put on the safety hood, and it's ready to go. Now it's time to make the juice. Turn on the Greenstar and go for it. This is the plastic blender, which you can use and push down the fruit or the vegetable, and it won't go down to the gears. But then, if you want to get the very last bit of it, you can use the wooden one, and it can go all the way down, but won't hurt the gears. If you find that the juice is not ejecting, you might want to open up the juicer knob a couple turns, and that's good for soft fruits like apple. In goes the celery. The great thing about the Greenstar is that greens go through, leafy greens go through, like it just sucks them right in. And with the 3-stage process, it crushes and cuts, mixes and presses, and makes delicious juice. It's done. Pour it into a cute little glass. It's so fresh and delicious and easy.
Greenstar Elite has a sleek new design and cutting-edge technology that makes the freshest, best-tasting juice and actually produces up to 25% more juice from your fruits and vegetables. How does it do that? Jenny Ross of 118 Degrees, a popular living foods restaurant in Costa Mesa, California, is here to tell us what it's all about. Welcome, Jenny.
Thank you, Marie. It's a pleasure to be here.
You know, juicing's hot. It seems like everybody's doing it, and I really appreciate how quiet and how powerful the Greenstar juice extractors are. And I love this new look and the smaller footprint. But what else is new in this model?
The Greenstar Elite model has a third stage to the juicing process and also advanced technology with twin jumbo gears.
So these are bigger gears.
That's right. Bigger gears means more juice with less fruits and vegetables.
Wow, so that's how we get 25% more juice out of your fruits and vegetables.
And you know what else? Extra vitamins, minerals, and nutrients.
And that's what it's all about, isn't it? I can't wait to get started. What's the first thing we're going to make?
Well, today we're going to make a raspberry mint julep. So
Okay.
we've got some beautiful organic raspberries over there. You wanna
Start with the raspberries?
That's it.
They're gorgeous.
So let's turn the juicer on.
Okay, and what do we do?
And we're going to just start placing them in.
Just drop them in?
Drop them in.
Like that?
That's Yeah. it.
Can I help you?
Yeah, this is really fun. It's a really fun process to share with family and friends.
Tell me when to stop.
That's good. Let's
And you're
go
just
ahead
going to
and
push it
press
down. That's a
down.
pusher.
That's right.
That's a pusher. It comes with the machine.
That's right. And then we also need some limes. So we're going to alternate berries and limes. Yeah,
Okay.
especially with things that are soft like berries, because we really want to push them. And because this has a slower mechanism, so it doesn't heat anything in between,
Right.
we really want to work with it. So
Yeah, I like that. It doesn't heat up the juice, but don't you have to peel them?
no, straight in.
You don't have to peel them. You
No.
can use because you know most of the nutrients are right under the skin.
Absolutely.
Just drop it in.
Drop it in. And here we go.
You want another one?
Yep, one more.
Okay, so we put in 2 lines,
we
a
go.
handful of raspberries.
Now let's see the berries again.
There you go.
Now one thing we can do if we want to get just a little bit more juice, if you're finding you're not getting as much as you'd like in the extraction, is we can back this knob off. About a quarter turn there. That'll give us a little
This
bit more
knob
juice.
right here,
Yep.
like a quarter turn.
Just a quarter turn at a time.
Okay.
Because you don't want to adjust it too fast.
Uh-huh.
Okay, now let's have another lime or two.
There's
There you
another
go.
lime.
There we go.
I can't believe you don't have to peel them.
No,
It's amazing.
no.
So what's next?
A few more raspberries.
More raspberries. What a beautiful color.
There you go. And
Perfect.
A few more.
Okay.
And then we're going to add that one fresh lime that's left on the plate.
One more lime.
One man standing. We'll get him in there. And there we go.
Perfect.
And this body is going to be so excellent in our juleps. So let's
Oh, it's
turn her
beautiful.
off.
Look at that color.
There we
It's
go.
beautiful.
Now, there's two processes to this recipe.
Okay.
We're going to open a coconut, and we're going to mix in the coconut water. It's easy, and a lot of people are afraid of it, so I'll just show you a quick and easy way to do it.
Okay.
You just want to make sure you keep your hand on the side of the coconut, and then we're just going to make a square around the top.
Wow.
Just got to get through that tough husk there. And young Thai coconuts are extremely hydrating, so I recommend 1 a day for healthy skin, hair, and nails. They're also excellent in recipes. The water's a little bit sweet. See how that just cracks?
So
right
that
through
was
there?
a young Thai coconut.
That's right. It's only been off the
Look
tree
at that.
for about 2 weeks.
Look at that in there. It's so liquid. I think of it as being like very thick and creamy.
The maturity of it is what we're dealing with. So since this has been off the tree about 2 weeks instead of 2 months. So let's go ahead and mix the water into our fresh juice.
Uh-huh. That is lovely. It has a lovely body.
We've got some agave.
Want to add a little agave?
Yeah, add a little agave, just enough to sweeten.
Okay, say when.
Oh, when?
And that's organic agave.
It's organic agave from Sun Jewels. Stir that up a little bit more.
Uh-huh.
That's
Okay.
perfect. This is a party pleaser for sure. So when you have friends and family, this is the one. We're going to garnish it with
love
some
mint.
fresh mint. And you can always chop additional mint and add it into the recipe.
Oh, that's nice.
Isn't that fun?
Yeah.
You can also freeze this recipe, and it makes excellent slush, like a slushy on a hot summer
What a
day.
great idea.
Isn't that fun?
That's
A lot
fun.
of versatility.
Do you want to
Look
garnish
at
that?
Fresh from the farm. I love mint. Oh, it's so invigorating,
And
right?
mint is good for you too?
That's right. All the herbs
All the
really
herbs
get
have-
in and open up your body and your blood cells to really taking in the nutrients of this fresh juice.
Wow.
Now, this juice has got that berry, so it's high in antioxidants.
This is really lovely. Thank you so much, Jenny.
My pleasure, Marie.
I'm here with Dr. Ryan Beal and Jude. It's so important to introduce children to truly wholesome tastes, fresh juice directly from the fruit when they're really young. Having a juicer like this in your own home is really a cool thing. And I'll bet the kids would love to watch juicing happen. Just what happens? Where does food come from?
You're absolutely right, Ray. And as both my wife and I are physicians, and we appreciate the health benefits of juice in general, the antioxidants, et cetera, but getting your kids started at such a young age, they appreciate the flavors. They obviously love it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it also just a fun activity. And
Yeah.
they get used to the tastes and flavors right out of the chute.
Yeah. Well, it's fresh from the fruit. It's immediate. You squeeze it, and there it is. Look at you. Look at
like
you. He's
some
got a
more
raspberry face. Raspberry mint julep?
So, enough jib jab. Let's make an awesome juice recipe. For this recipe, you will need 1 large English cucumber, or you can use 2 small to medium cucumbers, 8 to 10 pieces of celery, 2 Granny Smith apples, 1 large orange, half of a small lemon or lime, and a large piece of fresh kale. All right, so I just wanted to say real quick before we start juicing and I turn on this powerful machine. I just wanted to say that, like, I hear a lot of people complain and say, like, oh, I can't do juicing, it takes forever. But you know what, when you're into raw food, you know, it can take a while to eat a lot of the food that you're eating. So I think it's super awesome that I can take all of this food right here, chop it up quickly, run it through the juicer, and put it into a container like this to either take with me or drink quickly, and I don't have to sit down and eat all of this or make a salad out of it or whatever. And so I think juicing is a lot more convenient than people make it out to be. So let's go ahead and start juicing. I'm going to alternate my ingredients so that I don't have like layers. It kind of helps it to homogenize. Is that the correct word? I don't know. So I'm just gonna alternate as I'm putting it through, and you can watch me juice. I don't know if you guys can hear this beastly machine, but it's actually not that loud. And if you guys have juiced with a Champion juicer in the past, you will know that that thing will like wake up your neighbors. It's like, all right, our green juice is all made. I actually made twice this amount, but I had to pour some of it out because it was gonna spill everywhere when I tried to do this part here. So let's take a taste of this delicious juice. I'm gonna share it with Joey B. A little bit. I'll fill up his glass later. I have more. And I just want to say that this is actually my favorite green juice recipe, but I'll taste it again just to make sure. Yep, still is. Still my favorite. It's probably one of the easiest tastes that I'm doing on camera. The flavor is amazing. It's really balanced with all the different ingredients, and it has like a salty savoriness to it, like a green juice, but it also is sweet enough that it's not like, oh God, I'm drinking this like horrible thing. Like, so it's healthy for you. Get your greens in, because we've got greens in the kale, in the cucumber skins, and in the celery. And it's super delicious. So if you guys want to find out more information about this juicer, I have a link in the description below where you can get more info about that. It's a really awesome juicer, so I suggest that you check it out.
Grapefruit, oranges, flax seeds, which are great for omega-3s, and we've chosen cilantro, but you could also use parsley. The first step in this recipe is to juice the oranges and the grapefruits with the Greenstar Elite. So we've already got fitted with the fine screen and the lowest pulp setting. We're going to put it in there. When I was cutting the grapefruit and the oranges, obviously to fit through the thing, I actually left some of the white on, which will give you a creamier juice. Okay, and that's it for the first step. Turn it off. Okay, the next step for this recipe is to blend our flax seeds, which have been soaked in water for 2 to 4 hours, into the blender. Our cilantro goes in as well. And then the juice, fresh from the Greenstar. Give this a whirl. It looks delicious. And it is. It is so delicious. It's so fresh and green, but citrusy tasting and amazing and full of omegas. I feel super healthy. Fresh tomatoes, sun-dried tomatoes, green onions, which we picked from the garden today, garlic, and then it gets seasoned with lemon and sea salt, and then yellow peppers, parsley, and extra tomatoes and onions. Okay, here we go. We're alternating the fresh tomatoes, the dried tomatoes, the onions, and the garlic through the Greenstar. The good thing about this sauce, obviously it's a raw sauce. It doesn't ever get heated, so those with a raw foods diet will like that. It's also easier to digest because when the acids from the tomatoes get warmed, some people have a difficult time with that. So this is fantastic. Oh my gosh, it looks delicious. Okay, and then you can season it with lemon if you prefer. You could use lime juice, but I'm going with lemon and a bit of sea salt. The recipe tells us to add some yellow peppers and some parsley, all chopped up already. If you'd like a little bit of extra chunkiness to the sauce, you can add some diced tomatoes and chopped onion. and then it's finished. Totally delicious. I would eat this over anything. Pasta, spaghetti squash, vegetables, potatoes. It tastes like everything is completely fresh right out of the garden. And we're going to put bananas and strawberries, both frozen. You can either buy prepackaged or freeze your own. And alternate strawberries and bananas. So once it comes through, we're going to stir it up a little bit, incorporate the strawberries and the bananas, and then spoon it into bowls. Garnish that with a strawberry. And maybe some mint leaves. It looks beautiful. I'm so excited to eat it. That is yummy. Fresh bananas and strawberries, all icy and delicious. It's better than ice cream.
This safety hood also works to cradle all your juicing parts after you juice so that they don't take up space drying on your counter. The juicer assembles and disassembles with one snap, so it's really easy. Here we have the fine juicing screen. This is the screen that I use for most juices. If you'd like to have a little bit of pulp in your juice, you can also fit the juicer with the coarse screen. This works well for tomato juice or orange juice when you want a little bit of the pulp. But for most juices, I use the fine screen. Another option is you can fit the juicer with the blank plate. This is what you would use when you want to puree your ingredients rather than juice them. So for example, let's say I want to make ice cream. I could put frozen fruits through the juicer fitted with the blank plate. I could put frozen bananas, mangoes, peaches, strawberries, any fruit you like, and I would end up with delicious soft serve ice cream. Now these are the twin gears. You can see that they're not sharp at all. They're not blades. They're not going to cut the greens. They're going to gently press the greens. And that's going to preserve the maximum nutrition and flavor from the greens. It's also going to allow you to get the maximum amount of juice out of your greens. So I'll go ahead and put the juicer back together. Now you can use either a plastic plunger or a wooden plunger with this juicer. When you use the plastic plunger, it never touches the gears, so you don't need to worry about that. The wooden plunger will touch the gears, but it won't damage them in any way. So let's go ahead and make this super green juice. You can see that I'm going to use a variety of greens in this juice. I've got cucumbers, kale, celery, romaine lettuce, broccoli stalks, spinach. This variety of greens, along with the broccoli stalks, is going to result in a juice that's really high in antioxidants and vitamins. You want to make sure that you cut the greens and vegetables so that they fit the chute of the juicer. The celery is already going to fit fine, so I don't need to cut it at all. Next, I'm going to add kale. Kale is loaded with calcium, and green juice is a great way to get it into your diet. I'm going to put the kale in stem side first into the juicer. Next, I'm going to add spinach. Spinach is really high in protein. Next, I'll add cucumber. I'll go ahead and cut the cucumber so it fits the juicer. I'll cut it in half, then again lengthwise, and lengthwise again. I love how quiet this juicer is. It runs at a slow speed and a low temperature, so it's really gentle on the greens and vegetables. Now I'm going to go ahead and add a broccoli stalk to this green juice. When you eat broccoli, there's no need to throw away the stalks. They're perfect with green juice, and they add a lot of antioxidants and vitamins to your juice. I'll go ahead and cut this in half lengthwise so that it easily fits through the chute of the juicer. Next, I'm going to add some romaine lettuce. Romaine is a milder green than kale or spinach, so it's going to give our juice a very gentle, mild, light flavor. I'll go ahead and cut it so that it easily fits through the chute of the juicer. I'll cut off the bottom. This is a big head of romaine, so I'll cut about half of this in half lengthwise. And that should fit through the juicer fine. Next, I'm going to add green apples and lemon. They're going to give sweetness and zest to our green juice and make it taste like lemonade. I'll start with the green apples. I'm going to cut them into chunks so that they fit through the chute of the juicer. The green color of these apples is going to go perfectly with the vibrant green of the juice. Finally, I'll add some lemon. That'll really perk up the flavor of the greens. I'm just peeling the lemon. I've made enough for 2 large servings, or just for myself to drink all morning long.